All right, folks. So it's no secret that tomorrow is the Game Awards 2020, which for many people, including myself, is even more exciting this year simply because we didn't get an E3, we didn't get a Gamescom, we really didn't get traditional game shows throughout the year. Heck, we haven't even gotten a traditional Nintendo Direct for us Nintendo fans out there. I know there have been various other events. Jeff Keighley, who runs the Game Awards, actually did like a Summer Games Fest thing, which was really, really neat and took place all summer and had some cool things and cool game reveals. But it was also so spread out that it was hard to get excited about any one particular day because you never really knew if there was going to be anything interesting happening that day for a large majority of the gaming audience. Although I'll say every single stream, every single video had a little something for some fan base somewhere, whether it was gaming music or whether it was insight into developer interviews, into certain backdrops on previous games and new games. It was good. It was better than nothing, but it was no E3 replacement. And we've talked about, do we need E3? And I think 2020 is highlighted more than ever, how much E3, even still today, is an industry event that cannot be adequately replaced by online-only events. And because we saw like the Ubisoft Forward, just it wasn't as good as just a normal E3 presentation from Ubisoft, which isn't always good anyways, but is usually better than the Ubisoft Forwards, which they did two of those. We saw, obviously, State of Plays and Xbox events, and that's normal, and we get that stuff anyways, at least the last couple of years, but none of it was really an adequate replacement for E3, especially an E3 that could have featured potentially two brand new consoles before they came out and gave press and attendees a chance to check them out, hold the DualSense controller, stuff like that, maybe play Astro's Playroom or something back then. But whatever. Here we are, and it is now the day before the Game Awards 2020, and obviously the big thing about the Game Awards are the awards themselves. I personally actually care about the awards. I know a lot of people don't care about the awards, but I do. I think it's important to recognize developers. It's important to recognize the gaming community. Hence, that's why they got Content Creator of the Year, stuff like that. Esports, legitimizing esports every single time. Even though I don't watch esports, I appreciate their existence, and I'm glad they're here. I like the actual awards, and I'm glad that there is like this big Oscar kind of style presentation in terms of making this massive deal out of the awards themselves. But obviously, Jeff Keighley is a man that knows people want to see game reveals. They want to see new trailers. They want to see stuff like that. And in 2020, we haven't really had an all-encompassing event like that. But that changes tomorrow. So it has been teased that there will be 12 to 15. I don't know why it's 12 to 15. Like, why the heck is there not an exact number? But there's going to be 12 to 15 game announcements with all of the reveals being for games that have not been announced in any shape or form. Now, this does not include games that are going to be shown in addition to that. So there's going to be probably 20, maybe 25 actual games shown off during the Game Awards that are not out yet, but 12 to 15 of those announcements are going to be games that have not been announced in any shape or form. So maybe there's a chance that 3 of them are going to be announced before leading up to the event. Maybe that's why it's 12 to 15. But they're going to be ranging in anything from AAA to smaller titles, so indie titles versus giant big budget ones, says Jeff Keighley. Now, this doesn't mean something like Breath of the Wild 2 can't appear, because these are just new game announcements. This doesn't include, like a Bayonetta 3 or whatever. Obviously there's a few games we know are going to be shown beforehand that have already been confirmed. Dragon Age 4 is going to be appearing there, which is a previously announced game, so this would not be in addition to those. Nier Replica's already been announced. It Takes Two and Crimson Desert, all those games have already been announced, but are not part of those 12 to 15. So I'm already pretty excited about the event just based on those games. And It Takes Two is got the one guy behind it that did a way out that said F the Oscars, which was an amazing moment at the game. I gotta say, it was one of my favorite Game Awards moments yet. Was when that guy was on stage just dropping F bombs. It was amazing. Now it's not a staged event this year. Everything's pre-recorded, COVID, all that jazz. But I still expect it to be a very, very good event. Now, we also know there's a pre-show because Jeff Keighley likes his pre-shows, which makes sense in some regards for certain things. I don't know that a pre-show makes sense for the Game Awards. It kind of feels like the pre-show, because they always give out awards during the pre-show, so they might as well not call it a pre-show. Basically, the pre-show begins at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, so 5:30 p.m. Central for me, but you might as well just say that's when the Game Awards starts because they give away Game Awards during the pre-show, so this is really when the Game Awards begins. And there's going to be 5 world premieres during the pre-show. Now, world premieres, as you know, we infamously know from Jeff Keighley, it's kind of a meme at this point. World premieres just mean first shown trailer. So it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be brand new games first revealed. That's just a world premiere of that trailer, or it could also be a world premiere of a game. We could see one, usually the pre-show has like one big game shown off during. I don't know if this is when we're going to see Dragon Age 4. I don't know if this is when we're going to get a brand new game revealed to us. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen at this event. There are some things that are confirmed not to be there, like Halo Infinite is not supposed to be at this event. Halo Infinite is now targeting fall of 2021, so it might be a while before we see that game. So what could we see? It's really anyone's guess. There's a lot of hype around potentially seeing Elden Ring again because it's been forever. People want to know if that project's even still happening, so maybe it's time to see that. Obviously, for Nintendo fans, a lot of us are anticipating something because we haven't really seen much from Nintendo outside of Bowser's Fury with Super Mario 3D World coming next year. Nintendo hasn't really given us much from themselves in 2021. We're left to presume there's going to be a lot in 2021 because, hey, it's Zelda's 35th anniversary, and they made a big deal out of the 25th and the 30th anniversary. We presume there's going to be maybe something about Metroid next year for Nintendo because it's Metroid's 35th anniversary as well, and we know Metroid Prime 4 is in the works. So we expect Nintendo to have a pretty jam-packed 2021, but technically, a lot of our hype is for things that we don't actually know are happening next year. Plus, we know Bayonetta 3's been announced. That was announced at the Game Awards, I think, all the way back in 2017. So we are due at this point for Nintendo to give us something, and this feels like a good event if Nintendo has the right sort of game to appeal to this crowd, like a Breath of the Wild 2. I'm just throwing that out there. After all, they've had them appear at the Game Awards before, back in 2014. So, yeah, I honestly think that this is a great event to get something from Nintendo. I think we're going to get at least one first-party game new look or reveal at this event. So, be hyped for that. But I think we're going to see stuff from everyone. I think Microsoft's going to have at least a game or two. Maybe we see Hellblade again. Maybe we see Medium. I don't know. Maybe Microsoft reveals another new IP because after all, they bought all these studios. So they got several new IPs likely in the work. Sony, PlayStation 5 is going to be showing something. We know about some PS5 games coming next year. So, maybe we see something from that. Maybe we see a tease of a new PS5 game that we're not going to get for 2 or 3 years because Sony likes to tease games years ahead of time. EA is going to probably have something, maybe Star Wars related there. There's been a lot of rumors about different Star Wars games that are in the works. So you could see a Star Wars revealed. Ubisoft always has something that they could tease. So there's going to be a lot of stuff shown here. Are we going to see, more of the new Final Fantasy from Square? That's a PlayStation 5 exclusive. It'll be interesting to see what happens for these reveals. But again, it's something to be excited about because we have 12 to 15 brand new game reveals. Not even known. These games are unknown in addition to games we already known about. As I said, I think, could be 25, maybe 30 total games shown off during the awards. After all, the show itself is like 2.5 hours. You include the half-hour pre-show, so it's like a 3-hour event. I obviously will be tuning in for all of it. You'll be live streaming it right here on Nintendo Prime. In fact, we are an official stream partner. Believe it or not. I'm not sure if you knew that. I will be getting the stream set up basically tomorrow morning. So you guys have all day to hit the bell reminder on it. But yeah, I literally am a stream partner for it this time around. So I will be streaming it or co-streaming it officially with the support of Jeff Keighley in the Game Awards. So pretty cool, pretty crazy. I'm pretty excited about all this. You guys are awesome. I hope you're looking forward to the Game Awards as well. At least looking forward to the reveals, if nothing else. Even, no matter what platform you play on, I think there's going to be something shown for everyone. So I'm really, really excited about this. This is maybe the most excited I've actually been for the Game Awards. Like, I literally am tingling a little bit over here because I have not... I basically 2020 has been kind of crappy, and I've been kind of waiting for this event because this is kind of sort of our own gamer mini E3, and I actually care about the awards as well, so I kind of sort of like the whole event. I think the one part of the Game Awards I tend not to like as much is the musical performances, and it's not because I don't like the bands or the groups or the video game music. Like, I love that stuff, but I don't know. If I want to listen to video game music, I'll just go on YouTube and pick some music to play. When I'm watching an event like this, some background music's fine, but I don't really watch events like this to watch the musical performances. But, I guess music is an important part of gaming, so I can kind of tolerate that part for those that do like it, so I can get to the stuff that I enjoy, which are the awards and the trailers. Plus, there's always cool moments. I expect the guy presenting the one game to maybe drop some more F-bombs. All right, folks. I'm Delaney Robojets from Nintendo Prime. Thank you so much for tuning in. And remember, the Reginator is going to be there again, presenting an award. We'll see what he comes out as this time. Last time he came out as the Reginator, with the sunglasses and doing the robotic walk. We'll see what Reggie memes this time around. Maybe he'll skateboard out on a Wii balance board, saying my body is ready or something. All right, folks. I'll catch you guys in the next video.